Every day we come across animals whose sizes are familiar to us, but there are extraordinary dimensions that are far from common. Prepare to be amazed, as these gigantic creatures are a rarity in our everyday lives, from majestic whales to towering rhinos and burly hippos. Some of these animals defy size norms. They might even have their own gravitational pull. In today's video, we are going to explore abnormally large animals that exist in reality. The Megalodon, hailed as the monarch of sharks, holds the prestigious title of being the largest shark to roam the oceans and is among the most colossal fish in recorded history. Imagine a world where 50-foot-long sharks navigate the seas. Being a fisherman in such an era would certainly redefine the profession. The Megalodon outnumbered the largest white shark on record 3 times over, sporting mouths adorned with 18-inch-long, razor-sharp teeth, appropriately earning its name, which literally translates to giant tooth. This prehistoric giant wielded a formidable arsenal of 276 large teeth, and its bite force remains unmatched by any creature that has ever populated our planet. Thriving more than 20 million years ago, the Megalodon reigned supreme, striking terror in the oceans until its extinction 3.6 million years ago, primarily hunting whales and large fish. Its colossal size required a substantial food intake. Imagine the astonishing strength and magnitude required for a predator to hunt down the humpback whale. The Megalodon's jaw alone measured between 9 and 11 feet wide enough to effortlessly swallow 2 human adults side by side in a single bite. Without a doubt, this monstrous creature stands as one of the most dominant predators that have ruled our planet. There are 2 different varieties of elephant seals, the northern and the southern, each exhibiting notable differences. The northern elephant seal predominantly inhabits islands off the coast of California and Baja California, while its southern counterpart thrives in subantarctic waters near the Antarctic ice pack, a testament to its preference for a colder environment. Not only are southern elephant seals more discerning in their choice of habitat, but they also have significantly longer lifespans compared to their northern relatives. Southern elephant seals can live an impressive 20 to 22 years, while their northern counterparts have an average lifespan of just 9 years. Today our focus is on the southern elephant seal, the largest of its kind on the planet. Male southern elephant seals can reach astonishing lengths of more than 20 feet and carry a staggering weight of 8,800 pounds. Truly a remarkable mass. The nickname elephant is derived from their vague, trunk-like snouts. During mating season, these colossal creatures congregate in massive numbers. It is a spectacle where male elephant seals engage in vigorous displays to gain the favor of females. For them, mating season is a fierce competition, where size and bulk determine the most desirable mate. Battles between these colossal males can get quite violent. In the 19th century, the elephant seal faced a dangerous threat of extinction due to hunting, dwindling to fewer than 100 individuals. Surprisingly, the species recovered and its population is now around 100,000. The resurgence is due to the enormous libido of these magnificent mammals, as they fervently engage in combative rituals to ensure their role in the perpetuation of their species. Now immerse yourself in the fascinating world of the liger, an intriguing mix resulting from the cross between a male lion and a tigress. In this realm of majestic creatures, Hercules stands as the supreme monarch, carrying with him the distinguished title of the world's largest liger, an honor recorded in the Guinness Book of Records as the most imposing feline on the planet. The name Hercules fits this exceptional feline like a glove, with an astonishing length of 10 feet and an impressive weight of 921 pounds, equivalent to the size of an adult horse. For Hercules, surviving in the wild would be a challenge due to his enormous proportions. He imagines the difficulty of hunting prey when no hiding places can be found. But why is he so colossal? In the world of male lions, size equals importance, with bigger being better. Male lions carry genetic information that drives their offspring to continuous growth, while lionesses regulate this process to avoid excesses. However, Tigresses lack this genetic control, resulting in ligers with an insatiable drive for growth. Fortunately, ligers are a rarity found only in captivity, as tigers and lions do not share natural habitats. In nature, the intricate genetic interplay that gives rise to these magnificent creatures remains a rarity, making Hercules a truly exceptional spectacle. Meet the colossal Belgian Blue, a giant in the beef cattle world, originally from Belgium and known for his exceptional leanness and sculpted physique. This breed is often nicknamed the double-muscled cow. What sets them apart is not just their large size, but a hereditary condition that leads to the duplication of muscle fibers rather than the enlargement of individual ones, which contributes to their remarkable physique. Belgian Blues possess a unique gene that suppresses the production of myostatin, a protein that inhibits muscle growth beyond a certain point. Essentially, these mammoth animals possess an extraordinary ability to convert food into lean muscle without needing to follow a 2-hour daily gym routine. Despite its intimidating musculature, fear not, as the Belgian Blue is known for its gentle temperament. The double-muscled condition not only contributes to its impressive physique, but also produces meat with reduced fat content, a highly sought-after quality in today's culinary scene. Adult bulls have a weight ranging between 1,100 and 1,250 kilograms, with a wither height of 0.45 m to 1.5 m. It should be noted that individuals weighing more than 1,300 kilograms are not rare. The female counterparts, cows, reach weights of 850 to 900 kilograms and heights exceeding 1.4 m. In essence, these colossal creatures are a testament to nature's ability to produce massive, amazing animals with docile temperaments. Meet Darius, the world's largest rabbit, who impresses with an impressive length of 4 feet 4 inches and a weight of 49 pounds. Under the care of Annette Edwards of Brams Grove, England, Darius holds the prestigious title, and his offspring, especially Jeff, are expected to soon surpass him in size. Annette, a 63-year-old resident, proudly reveals the giant rabbit's voracious appetites, which cost a significant £5,000 a year to care for. They consume 2,000 carrots, 700 apples, specialized rabbit food and a bale of hay weekly. Despite her financial commitment, Annette emphasizes the joy and companionship these giant rabbits provide by snuggling with them on her couch. Darius and Jeff, both continental giant rabbits, not only hold the title of the world's largest rabbits, but also embody the breed's laid-back demeanor. Their remarkable calmness not only makes them colossal in size, but also ideal companions, thriving on attention, especially from children. Meet the capybara, the giant of the rodent world. Unlike typical mice or rats, this colossal creature resembles a large guinea pig. Originally native to northern and central South America, capybaras have surprisingly found their way into Florida's swamps thanks to permissive laws that allow the ownership of exotic animals as pets. Weighing between 6.5 and 150 pounds, these gentle giants can reach up to 4 feet in length and stand approximately 2.5 feet tall at the shoulder. Despite their herbivorous appearance, capybaras have a unique dietary habit due to their constantly growing teeth, consuming large amounts of plants and herbs throughout the day. A peculiar aspect of capybara behavior is their morning routine, which involves ingesting their own feces. This unorthodox practice is justified by the supposed high protein content in their morning droppings, which serve as a nutrient-rich supplement. This behavior stems from their grass-rich diet, which is initially difficult to digest. Eating their own feces allows capybaras to digest their food twice, extracting maximum nutrition. Despite its peculiar nature, this behavior adds to the many intriguing aspects that make the capybara a fascinating creature in the animal kingdom. The ugliest goat in the world. Damascus goats are one of the strangest-looking animals on our planet. These animals are raised mainly for meat, milk and leather, but their appearance is what is most talked about them, since you only find them in Damascus. I think this is an animal you probably haven't seen before. Damascus Market is very famous among local consumers. All types of farm animals are traded here: cows, sheep, chickens, and the famous Damascus goats. Something very curious about these goats is that not all of them look like this one you are seeing. In reality, a Damascus goat looks like any other goat. The only thing different is that its ears are longer. But among them there is a group of Damascus goats that have a gene that has deformed them, giving them that ugly appearance. For some strange reason, people highly value Damascus goats that have that ugliness gene. They say that specimens have already been sold for more than $60,000 for a single goat. I think that is a lot of money for such a unique appearance. And since you only find them in this market, Damascus goats are one of the least known animals to people. Purple frog. One of the most unknown animals to humanity. These frogs spend almost all their time inside their burrow. They only leave it for 2 weeks throughout the year. I think we are similar in that. The only reason they come out of their burrow is to mate. It seems that all the purple frogs agree to go out and get to know each other. They mate and return to the burrow again, from which they will not leave until the next mating season. And that is the only thing they do in their entire miserable life, since they spend almost all their time hiding. Not much was known about her. They were recently discovered in 2003, almost by chance in India. They are barely 7 centimeters long and look like a piece of poop, so it was not easy to know of its existence. They only live in a small region called the Western Ghats, and nowhere else on our planet. They are considered living fossils, since their roots go back about 100 million years and they have evolved almost nothing since then. Now you know the purple frog. Congratulations, add that to the list of things you know but that are not going to serve you any purpose in your life. Giant isopods, the cockroaches of the ocean. These creatures live in the cold depths of the oceans, where sunlight never reaches. It is believed that the largest colony of these animals is in the Atlantic Ocean. It is considered one of the oldest species in the ocean, with fossil records dating back to before the dinosaurs. It is a garbage creature. It eats all the waste that falls on the seabed and is part of the army of creatures that clean the seabed. Sometimes, if hunger is very great and they do not find animal remains to feed on, they become predators and devour sea cucumbers, sea sponges, and whatever crosses their path. In the abyssal depth, food is scarce. Sometimes they can go months without eating. That's why when they find food, they don't leave anything behind. Not much else is known about their behavior in their natural habitat, since they live in an area where there is no light and it is difficult to access. So it is very likely that you did not know of its existence. Mola fish. Also known as sunfish, it is the heaviest bony fish in the world. Specimens have been found measuring more than 3 m in length and weighing more than 2 tons. They live in tropical and temperate waters around the planet and feed mainly on jellyfish, which is their favorite food. The problem is that jellyfish are not that rich in nutrients, so in order to achieve their daily diet, they have to eat a lot of jellyfish as if there was no tomorrow. These are not bloodthirsty beasts that devour everything in their path. In fact, they are quite calm. But who wouldn't be afraid of running into one of these animals down there? The appearance is not pretty at all, and compared to a human, they are gigantic. In the ocean food chain, sunfish are among the strongest due to their large size and thick skin. Not everyone dares to bother him. In reality, the most worrying threat to them is us humans. Its meat is considered a delicacy in some parts of the world, such as Japan, Korea, and Taiwan. Currently, it is on the list of vulnerable species in the ocean. That body that looks like a large head with fins must be one of the most curious animals in the depths. Have you seen it before? The Japanese giant crab. It lives in the depths of the Pacific Ocean off the coast of Japan, between 300 and 500 m deep, and behaves like any other crab. When they perceive human presence, they usually hide. The legs of this crab measure more than 2 m long, making it the largest arthropod in the world. I know his legs look thin, but don't jump to conclusions so quickly. In reality, they are stronger than you imagine. They are said to be more powerful than a crocodile's jaw. If that thing grabs you with its pincers, that's as far as you've come, but don't worry. They are fairly calm creatures and spend much of their days searching for food. Generally, they do not hunt, but rather feed on dead and decaying animals or plants that they find on the seabed. The life expectancy of these crabs is 100 years, a fairly long life for a crab. Another interesting fact is that the female can lay up to 1,000 eggs during the spawning season. It's not every day you see one of these crabs, right? I think it is one of the strangest animals that inhabit our planet, Barbarosa. A little pig that maybe you didn't know. The Barbarosa is a rare breed of pig that lives on the Sulawesi Islands in central Indonesia. He likes to walk in humid areas such as rivers, lakes and puddles to wallow. The first thing people notice when they meet the Barbarosa are its tusks, which look like horns, but they are not horns, they are tusks. They don't seem to be very useful as offensive weapons. The curve they take is not outward, which would be logical if they were used as weapons, but rather they curve inward, towards their own face. Scientists believe that they serve to protect their faces when they have fights with other pigs. The upper fangs basically break the Barbarosa's snout, protrude from its oral cavity, and pierce its skin. The worst thing of all is that they never stop growing. Barbarosa have been seen with injuries to their own face due to those fangs. These animals are considered special because they only grow in this part of the world, in Indonesia, and if we add to that their fangs with a defective design, I think we are looking at Mother Nature's strangest little pigs, the naked mole rat. They are small rodents that live in underground tunnels in Ethiopia, Kenya and Somalia, and they like to feed on roots and tubers. So they are considered a pest. They are capable of ruining your carrot crop in just a few days. So be careful with them. When they discovered their existence, it was not known if they were a new species or if they were sick rats that had lost their hair. As time went by, scientists began to study them and indeed discovered that they were a new species. They also found other surprising things. It is believed that they hold the secret to eternal youth. Their life expectancy is longer than that of other rodents. A common rat lives about 3 years on average, but the naked mole rat lives about 30 years old. They usually die from other predators rather than from old age. They also have a high resistance to developing tumors. Basically, they are immune to cancer. As if that were not enough, they can also survive several minutes without oxygen. The human brain begins to die when it lacks oxygen for 1 minute, but they can endure up to 18 minutes without oxygen. I think we are facing one of the most curious animals in the world, the immortal jellyfish, whose scientific name is Turritopsis nutricula, is one of the almost 4,000 species of jellyfish that we know and perhaps the most surprising. It was discovered in 1843. But its ability to live forever was recognized only a few years ago. Apparently, when the jellyfish reaches a certain adulthood, it returns to its first phase of development and restarts its life cycle again. It is as if humans, upon reaching adulthood, could make our body return to youth without becoming smaller and keeping our body as is. Jellyfish can repeat this process over and over forever. Researchers believe that this mechanism could be replicated in humans when sufficiently advanced molecular genetic knowledge is available. It is still not well known how this jellyfish carries out the entire process, but it is already being studied. Jellyfish only die when they are prey to their predators. There is no mechanism that can save them from being eaten by another animal. Few have heard of these jellyfish. Did you know of its existence? Shoebill. It is a majestic bird that lives in the eastern central region of Africa. What is most impressive about this animal is its enormous beak in the shape of a Dutch shoe and its penetrating gaze. If you see it from the front, you probably don't want to bother it. Fortunately, they are not violent birds, but you never know, so you better not go near them. They measure about 1.5 meters tall and are the largest bird in Africa. Because they have a big head and thin legs, they usually spread their wings to balance themselves when they walk, which makes them look even more terrifying than they already are. Little is known about their behavior, and what their life is like in their natural habitat. They are in danger of extinction, and that has made studying them very difficult. It is very rare to see a specimen of these in the wild. Plush caterpillar. If you see this thing, don't touch it. Chances are, if you find this tuft of hair on a plant, you'll have the urge to touch it, but that's the worst thing you could do. This is a stuffed caterpillar, a larva covered in long, dense setae that look like hair. Some innocent people have been carried away by their cottony appearance, and held them in their hands without knowing that they are highly poisonous. They may seem soft and innocent, but under that layer of hair hide thorns that will cause you unbearable pain. The reactions from its sting are similar to those experienced from the sting of bees, wasps and ants, only its effect lasts much longer, up to 12 hours. It will cause irritation and, in the worst cases, vomiting and dizziness. There are those who describe the pain very similar to when you break a bone. The main recommendation I can give you is that, if you see a thing that looks like a wig in the middle of the forest, don't touch it. These caterpillars have been found in rural areas of almost the entire American continent. So be careful when you go camping.